Oh, hello. I'm Ron Charles. You may know me as the most haunting critic in the book world. Today's author is the preternaturally talented Téa Obreht, the Serbian wunderkind who published her debut novel, The Tiger's Wife, when she was 8. The Tiger's Wife was a finalist for a National Book Award, sold more than 1 million copies, and even won some kind of fruit prize.
No, wait! The Tiger's Wife won the Orange Prize for the best work of fiction by a female author.
Meow. Now, almost 10 years later, Téa Obreht is back with her second novel and her driver's license.
Is it possible that your response to this author is colored by jealousy?
Oh, Dawn, the mature critic has only joy in his heart for any young lady who tastes the kind of renown that I have so long enjoyed. Téa Obreht's new novel, Inland, is a magical American Western set in the 19th century. The novel's bifurcated structure resists the hegemony of narrative stability by hovering in the liminal lacuna between two desynchronized texts.
Why don't you just say the novel alternates between two stories?
Oh, naive little Dawn. If people wanted to know what the book was about, they would just go to Goodreads. The book critic's job is to demonstrate his own superiority, obsess over one minor point that no one else cares about, and strip the plot of any suspense by spoiling every surprise.
Well, start spoiling.
Inland opens with a story of an orphan boy named Lurie who graduates from pickpocket to notorious outlaw who terrorizes the West. Ah! Things heat up after Lurie kicks a man to death and must spend the rest of his life running from a marshal who will never give up. Hoping to disappear, Lurie falls in with an unusual group of soldiers riding off to settle the wild, wild West. And before he knows it, he's a camel rider in the U.S. Army. Nothing irritates me more than authors who tart up their historical fiction with ridiculous fantasies simply for the What?
It says here that in the 1850s, Congress appropriated $30,000 to purchase camels for the U.S. Army.
Anyhow, through all his fantastic adventures across Mexico and the American West, Lurie is always aware of the presence of the dead lurking all around him. In alternate chapters, we follow the story of a sharp-tongued woman married to a feckless journalist.
What would that be like?
This story takes place on a single thirsty day when a lone prairie wife named Nora realizes that she has run out of water. What's worse, Nora's husband has disappeared, and she's left with a batty cousin who thinks she can communicate with the dead. Will Nora ever find her husband and some water before she's driven from this haunted place she dare call home? Will Lurie and his camel ever find peace in this ghost-infested land? Well, will they?
You'll just have to read it yourself.
Until next time, I'm Ron Charles for the Totally Hip Video Book Review, hoping all your books keep you hydrated.